Welcome to Aldershot Ski Centre, home of one of the top ski race teams in the country. Here's what's coming up from today's show.
We talked to England dry slope skier Jenny Davies.
It's just mainly working, trying to make my technique better, so through making myself better, the results should come as well.
The Aldershot coaches have their say about dry slope skiing. I explain the nuts and bolts of slalom, and I also give dry slope skiing a go myself. There are nearly 60 dry slope facilities in the UK, and Aldershot Ski Race Club has produced 7 England dry slope skiers for this season.
You're probably wondering what the material is around here. It's called Dendex, and it's made out of plastic bristles so that the skis can carve an edge around the corner easily. So I'm joined by Simon Bannister here, one of the coaches at Aldershot. And I was just wondering, Simon, is dry slope actually good for slalom training?
Yeah, so dry slope or Dendex, which is the name of the matting, it's exactly the same technique that the skiers have to use compared to how they race on snow. I think that's proven by the club's got 7 members of the England squad, and they've all been training here over many years, and it's exactly the same technique.
And what do you do in a training session? What's the general schedule?
So it depends on the time of year, but at this time of year we're just leading up to the race season, and it's warm-ups to begin with, just to get the blood flowing and the athletes warmed up. And at the moment, this time of year, we're focusing on gate training because the race season starts in a couple of weeks' time.
Brilliant, thank you, Simon.
Cheers, Pete.
Jenny Davies knows all about being successful on the dry slope circuit. She's currently ranked the 2nd highest female seed in the country for dry slope. I caught up with her at her home in Woking.
What's it like to be a part of a club like Aldershot?
Well, I've been racing with them since I was 8 years old, and so they've become like a second family to me. Training twice a week every week, you become really close, and there's such a friendly environment at the club that it's just great, and it's really nice to train with them.
And tell us about your season last season. What did you achieve?
Well, I had quite an unexpected season. It was really successful in the end, and I was really happy with it. I greatly improved my performance, and that led to really good results. It started off okay, but it got progressively better, and I managed to carry through good form across the season, which was quite good. A few of my achievements were I was the Welsh champion at the race in Wales, and then I won the GBR series overall. So that's where there's a whole series of races across the summer, and you get points at each one, and so I got the highest total for that, so that was really nice. And I managed to get my C points down, which is the ratings set up. I managed to get that down so that I was the 2nd best.
And what do you like about dry slope racing the most?
It's just different, it provides a different challenge, and it's a lot more easy to get to and stuff than snow. The people there, it's just such a friendly environment. Although there's a really big competitive edge to it, it's enjoyable at the same time, and it's just a different sport that you can talk about, and it's quite nice.
How did you get into skiing in the first place?
Well, I went on lots of ski holidays when I was a kid. I learned to ski in Bulgaria, so that was quite nice. And then when I came home from all of those ski trips, I just really wanted to continue on. So I started up at Aldershot Ski Club, well, not the race club, but I just started up the kids programme, and I worked up from there, and then I joined the race club when I was 8.
And when you started off racing, did it come up naturally? Did you win anything to begin with, or was it a slow progression?
It depended on the race. The first ones, it definitely wasn't natural, but once you got into the flow of what the races were, and after a bit more training and stuff, it began to get better. So.
And you're at college at the moment. How do you balance your academic work with your skiing?
It's quite hard, but when we have competitions at the weekend, I make sure that I've got the majority of the work already done. It's a big thing of making sure that you use your free time wisely, so during frees at college, making sure I'm using them to do work and not just chill. And then making sure that if we are going away for the weekend, that I might have like a bit of work packed in my bag or something as well.
And on race day, how do you prepare for a race? What do you have to do?
Well, I've got to make sure I have all of my like equipment all sorted and everything. In terms of skis, they have to be prepared, so they've got to be edged and waxed, and my dad mainly does that for me. And then it's just a thing of making sure that you're mentally ready. So when the course is set, you'll get a chance to go and inspect it, so that you can see where the hard bits are, which bits you can push more than others, and just the flow of the course, like what terrain you're on and stuff. And then after that, it's just a thing of getting to the top, making sure you're in the correct frame of mind, and then just going for it really.
And what are your aims for this season in dry slope?
Well, this season, because I had such a good season last year, I want to try and keep that going into this season, keep with good form. And it's just mainly trying to make my technique better, so through making myself better, the results should come as well. It's just pushing that little bit more to see where I can come.
Slalom is the main discipline that's staged on dry slope, but the same features on snow are also set on Dendex.
There are many elements to a slalom course, the first one being the start. The main objective is to get as quickly as possible to the first gate so you gain as much momentum for the rest of the course. So the next section of the course I'm talking about are verticales and hairpins. These are rhythm sections, and these are the main points where the skier has to use agility and quick feet to get through the course. The last part of the course is the finish line. And this is where the skier tries to tut and reach for the line to gain a few hundredths of a second on their time.
Good coaches are important to any athlete's development. Aldershot has a good team of experts to help racers of all levels.
So we're here with one of the coaches, Jimmy Greenwood, who's been at the club for a long time. What's it like to be a racer here when you're younger, to coach?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I started racing here when I was 10. So I've had a big variety of coaches. I've also coached alongside some of the coaches that coached me. Yeah, so like I said, I started when I was 10. I was a member of the club right until I stopped racing when I was 18 years old, and then started coaching when I was 19. Yeah, so it's great to be a part of the club for such a long time.
And what's the great thing about coaching? What is it? Why did you want to coach?
So I was approached by one of the coaches that taught me to come and help out. So I came and shadowed, and just immediately fell in love with coaching, enjoyed doing it, enjoyed watching racers develop, and it's a great bunch of kids, and I liked helping people who are like myself.
So it's good that the club are also making coaches as well as racers.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And where do you see the club going in the future? And because dry slope's sort of a dying art almost, some people say.
Yeah.
Where do you see the club going?
Well, so obviously we're producing some good racers, but not only that, we're producing good skiers. So I hope that lots of racers from the club can go on to maybe develop careers in skiing, or do a season or two coaching, instructing. There's a few that are going through the Davies system at the moment. So yeah, we try to encourage that, and hopefully we can keep developing good fundamental skills to create good racers, but not only that, good skiers also.
Brilliant, thank you, Jimmy.
No problem.
Now I know much more about dry slope racing, I had to have a go myself. But first I needed some expert advice.
Well, I'm going to try and attempt a slalom course, and I've got Jenny here to give me some tips. What tips have you got for me?
Just make sure that you're nice and quick through the verticale, make sure you're early out of it, nice and high. And then at the bottom, keep working for it, because it's not as easy as it looks, so just keep driving across the line.
Thanks, Jen. Right, I'm going to have a go. So there we have it. I've had my taste of dry slope skiing, and Aldershot Ski Club looks like it's going to have a bright future ahead of it. Join me next week for another edition of Sportsday.